took us in? Nah, dude, we took y'all in. You guys, listen, the reason why they gotta lie so much is because they were dealt a shitty hand. They don't like the color of their skin. They don't like their hair texture. They don't like their history. They don't like knowing that they come from slaves. They don't like knowing that they don't have a culture. Rhyming English words in basketball shoes is not culture. I'm sorry. Sing a song in your own mother tongue, your own language. Go spend instead of spending money on gold chains and fake ass jewelry, spend that money on a plane ticket to go find out what real tribe you come from. You guys are fucking culture vultures. And you guys claim you're the culture. No, you guys have no culture. No culture whatsoever at all. Culture is songs in your language. Anything in the English language, rhythm, blues, hip hop, rap, right? That's in the English language. Those are low vibrational. Rap is low vibrational altogether. The lowest frequency is hate. And that's all I hear when I listen to rap is hate. Kill this, murder that, shoot this, steal that, rob this chick, pimp out this chick. That's all I hear. It's hate. It's low frequency. And it's in the English language. So it's double low frequency. It's a low vibration. Rhyming English words and collecting gym shoes is not culture. I'm sorry. Hennessy, Chief Hennessy. Oh, man, you guys are so fucking lost, yo. Yeah, he's talking about the drink. These footprints alone debunk the Bering Land Strait theory. That is a theory. Bering Land Strait theory. You can't say it without saying theory because it's not a fact. Go ahead and tap that screen and share the live, guys. Oh, yeah, so earlier we had Manny and Midwest up here. And then I guess Manny went and made a post about me saying I said he's just a Mexican. I never said that. I said Manny's Mexican. I never said he's just a Mexican. Mexicans are indigenous. People trying to put words in my mouth and say things that I didn't say. It's not true. You flipped on me just like that. Just because I dropped them both. Yo.
You're a clown, dude. You're a clown, man. You just gotta leave your narrative somewhere else and just, be open-minded.
Bro, you're a fucking clown, dude. You literally are black and you think you're a Native American, dude. Fucking clown. You're a clown, dude. Literally, y'all are fucking clowns, yo. Literally, y'all are fucking clowns. Y'all are the laughing stock of the internet. We aren't black. We know you're not, bro. You're probably white, dude. And this is what it is. I'm starting to notice it's all the mulattoes. It's all the mulattoes. The ones that got white moms and black dads are the ones that are saying that they're fucking Indian. They're not black enough for the black community. They're not white enough for the white community. So they're trying to appropriate our identity and say they look like our ancestors. Yeah, you may have the same skin tone as us, but you guys are only that color because you guys got white in you. Mulattoes are the pretendians. Those are your $5 Indians too. No white person or no black person can pretend to be Indian and get away with it. The only people that did that and got away with it was mulattoes. They said they were Afro-Indigenous, but they weren't indigenous. They were mulatto, African and European. And that's who your $5 Indians were. That's why you got so many black people saying that they're Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Muskogee Creek, Seminole, right? It's because their mulatto ancestor, paid $5 to get on the Dawes rolls. And they got away with it because they're the same skin tone as us. Some of them would even go the extra mile and shave their head down to the skin, right? So because they have different hair texture. That's what should be the fucking kicker for me. Kicker for everybody. If you have fucking curly fucking hair like an African, I'm sorry, but you're fucking African. I'm so sick and tired of these people with fucking African hair saying that they're fucking Native Americans and they're not African. You are not a fucking Native American. Native Americans don't have fucking afros. They never did. The ones that do are our relatives. They're Afro-Indigenous. Bunch of $5 freedmen. They're not even freedmen. This is what freedmen are pretendians. So I know you guys heard a lot about the freedmen. Freedmen are fucking pretendians. I don't care what anybody says. If you're a freedman, you're fucking pretending. You know why? Because why are you trying to be a part of the tribe that used to own you? Why? Why are you trying to be part of the tribe that used to own you? You don't speak the language. You don't know the culture. You're doing it for a check. Why do you want to be part of the tribe that used to fucking own you? It's like being owned again. Literally. It's like you're being owned again. You're asking them to own you again. Because you don't speak the language. You don't know the culture. So why the fuck do you want to be part of the tribe that used to own you? Why? Let me Yeah, Muskogee chief blocks tribal IDs for the descendants of freedmen. Freedmen are not Indians. They are pretendians. I'm starting to realize that who the real, like, official pretendians are, and they're the fucking freedmen. Freedmen were adopted in to the tribe because there was white people that used to own them that paid their way into the tribes, and mulattoes. Most of your slave owners were black and mulatto. Literally. There's only like 1% of white people that own slaves. So the people that really owned slaves was black people and mulatto people owning their own family. They would own their own family and pay for their freedom and all that. A lot of that happened down south. So they were let into the tribe, right? These are some of the biggest pretendians out there because do you know how many people say, oh, my grandma's Choctaw, my grandma's Cherokee, my grandma's Chickasaw, my grandma's Creek, we're Seminole. And then they show us a picture of their grandma and they're saying she's full-blooded. She looks like that. Or she looks like an African lady. And it's like, what makes you think someone like that is fucking full-blooded and an African lady? Our people don't have to wear wigs, yo. We don't need to wear wigs like that or weaves for our hair to look like that. It's just natural. If you need to wear a wig and you're claiming to be Native American, you're probably not a fucking Native American. We are known for having beautiful hair, right? Beautiful hair. Freedmen are pretendians because their grandmas are telling them that they're full-blooded Indians. You were adopted into the tribe. How the fuck are you Indian? You may be a citizen of the tribe. That don't make you fucking Indian because ask any of these pretendians, right? What clan they are. If they claim 5 civilized tribes, they won't know their clan. You know why? Because freedmen don't have fucking clans. They're adopted in, yo. Dog hair, more like. I'd rather have a head full of dog hair than a head full of armpit hair. Let's just be real. Native Americans lost their land, not true. Lost majority of it, but not all our shit. Yo, Pretendian News, I'm making you a mod. All right. But yeah, yo. See this? Black descendants of freedmen seeking Muskogee Nation citizenship. Yo, They're doing this because they want fucking money, yo. These are scammers, yo. These people are not Indian. Freedmen are pretendings. Morgan Freeman used to go around and say he was Choctaw Indian. His grandma was a full-blooded Choctaw. And then we found out on the shoe wrote Finding Your Roots that he didn't have any indigenous or Native American DNA. But he went around and told the whole world that his grandma was a full-blooded Choctaw. This is what I mean. Freedmen are fucking pretendians. Freedmen are pretendians. They are. Because they're going around saying that they're Indian now. And now they're trying to flip the script and say they let us in the tribe and then we kick them out. Literally, they're going around saying that they let us in the tribe. The fucking audacity, right? Ew, yo. It sounds like you're sitting down, yo. It sounds like you're sitting down to pee, bro. Don't be fucking holding me on your phone in your hand with your fucking gun in your other hand, bro. That's weird, bro. It's all good. It's good, Zay. You're good, bro. You're good, bro. I know you want to come up and apologize and say that you all don't think like that. I know, bro. You don't gotta apologize, bro. But the vast majority of these pretendians, listen to the tribes they are claiming, people. They are claiming Choctaw, Cherokee, Chickasaw, Muskogee Creek, and Seminole. Those tribes owned slaves. They claim the tribes that own them. Right? Why are you claiming a tribe that used to own you? Why? Why are you begging to get back in? Why are they begging to get back into the tribe? If it was slavery and it was so bad, right? But they want to be part of the tribe, it must have not been that bad then, right? If they're literally protesting and begging to be part of the tribe that used to own them, does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense to you guys? This tribe used to own black people. And now the black people are begging, literally begging to be back into the tribe. Why do you drop me? Because I don't want to listen to you take a piss, dude. This is misinformation. No, freedmen are pretendians, bro. Straight up. Everybody will agree with me. Freedmen are pretendians because you guys aren't saying you guys are freedmen and African. You guys are saying you guys are the original Indians and you let us in the tribe. And then we kicked you out. That's what you guys are saying. When really we let you guys in the tribe and then we kicked you out because you didn't have no Indian blood. And we said, why are these fucking people part of the tribe? Really? And then you guys begged and protested to be part of the tribe that used to own you. So what must have not been that bad then if you guys are begging to get back in, right? If they're literally begging to get back in the tribe that used to own them, it couldn't have been that bad. Yo, and I think it's pretty fair to say that freedmen are definitely pretendians because they don't say they're African. They say they're Cherokee, they're Choctaw, they're full-blooded, they're indigenous. Just because your ancestor was adopted into the 5 civilized tribes that used to own them doesn't make you fucking indigenous. Literally. So those tribes also adopted white people into their tribes. The John Ross clan. Are they indigenous? No. So how the fuck are you indigenous? Because you're adopted in. Freedmen are only Indian. They're not even Indian. It doesn't even say freedmen are Indian. It says freedmen are citizens. of the tribe. It means they were adopted in. It means they're part of the tribe, but they're not Indian. That's what you guys aren't understanding. You guys are pretendians. And this, my people, is why they hate me so much. Because I call it for what it is. I call a spade a spade. They don't like me because I'm exposing their true colors. They only want to be part of the tribe for we stop. Money. That's why they want to be part of the tribe.
Why would we want to be a part of your tribe when you guys are more poor, broker than Black Americans? You guys are broke. You don't have shit. You TP dwelling piece of
mad.
shit.
You're mad.
Mad about what? The fuck?
People don't hate on people doing worse than them.
You hate because you don't have a fucking job.
I don't hate. You're the one hating. What kind of name is Braun for a girl anyway? It's kind of manly. You kind of got a manly personality too coming. Girls that hate on guys that they know would reject them. They hate on guys and they hate all guys because they can't get any guys. Really. Muted. Thank you, Mickey. Get that shit out of here, yo. We don't deal with that shit, yo. Why would we want to be part of the tribe if you guys got nothing? I don't know. Ask these people. Ask all the people on TikTok that are begging, literally begging for our acceptance and approval, yo. They think somehow if we let them into our tribe, that makes them indigenous. Yo, fuck a card, fuck a document, fuck all that shit. We got it. We got all that, but we don't need that. Speak your language. Sing a song. Show me what you made with your hands that was passed down generation to generation from your ancestors. Tell me what you believe and what you guys still practice, right? These people are vultures, culture vultures. They don't want their own culture, right? So they're trying to attach themselves to ours. They're trying to attach themselves to us because we had the rights to the land. The North Turtle Island is our birthright. It's our birthright. It's the next 7 generations' birthright. The next generations, they inherit the earth from us. So everything that we take from the earth, you got to put something back, right? Because we're got to save these resources for the next 7 generations. Can't use it all up, right? And that's our teaching. They're trying to attach themselves to us so they have rights to the land. I understand. You guys are trying to survive and all that, but you're stepping on our toes now. Now you're trying to take something that don't belong to you. And then you guys are trying to weaponize your skin color and say that we're racist or anti-black because we don't agree with you. Just because I disagree with you doesn't mean I'm racist. And just because I tell the truth about things doesn't mean I'm racist. How can we be racist when we're at the bottom of every social, economic, and health indicator in the country? Right? How the fuck can we be racist when we're the most murdered and most missing? Right? How the fuck can we be racist when we're treated like foreigners in our own land? Right? These people got black privilege. They weaponize their skin color and they use that. And if you go against them, they'll call you a racist because they're black. You can't pull that shit with us, though. You can't pull that shit with indigenous people. You could probably pull that with white people, but you can't pull it with natives. My people didn't own slaves. We didn't own slaves. No native owned slaves. It was against the law for a native to own property. Literally, it was against the law. So these tribes that used to own slaves, it was white men that were a part of these tribes, mulatto men, mixed men that owned slaves and then we all get blamed for it. You can't show me one picture of a Native American slave owner. And if you do, he's going to look like a white man. Straight up. Show me a picture of a Native American slave owner. You can't. Because the ones that owned slaves were fucking white. They're barely fucking native. You can't provide one picture. One picture. Not one. What I did. But what I did. Yo, the truth is out. So remember the 5 civilized tribes: Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Muskogee Creek, and Seminole. When a black person claims that, most likely they are freedmen, descendants of African slaves that were owned by white people, that those white people were adopted in those tribes. So they were forced to adopt over 10,000 freed African slaves into those tribes. So when they say my great grandma was a full-blooded Cherokee, but she's black, that's not real. She was adopted in. That's why they're citizens of the tribe. They're not Indians. And that's why I say freedmen are pretendians. These people are $5 freedmen. They're not even real freedmen, yo. Just because your cousin married someone that was a freedman doesn't mean you're a fucking freedman. That's how they're thinking too. They're trying to say, like, go off of marriage and all that and hearsay without any documents, because they're letting them back in the tribe right now. All these pretendians on TikTok that claim those 5 civilized tribes should be in line right now as we're speaking for their fucking tribal ID. A fucking month ago, I said I'll give them 2 weeks to provide a tribal ID, because every single one of these pretendians claim those 5 civilized tribes. They claim them. They don't have blood quantum. They don't. It's because freedmen aren't Indian. What do you guys think? They're citizens. What do you guys think? You think freedmen are pretendians? Put a 1 if you think freedmen are pretendians. Yeah, yo. I kind of got that vibe like a year ago. Because it's like, why are these descendants of freedmen saying they're indigenous and their grandma was a part of the tribe? Yeah, your grandma may have been part of the tribe, but she wasn't Indian. They are pretendians, straight up. They're fucking pretendians, yo. So when they say their grandma was, how are you going to tell me who my grandma is? Right? How are you going to tell me who my grandma is? What tribe she was? Right? Well, here's the history. They adopted. Y'all. If I get adopted by a black family, am I black now? No. So how the fuck does it mean you're indigenous if you got adopted? If you got adopted by the Cherokee or Choctaw, Chickasaw, Muskogee Creek, Seminole. Right? It don't make sense. Respucia. What I did. That's my Respucia voice. Yo, I keep seeing stuff like this, yo. Dentists, open brain surgeons, all that, the whole 9. Open brain surgery. I even had a little gold on my teeth growing up. Science don't lie. Exactly. Take a fucking DNA test. You know why people still think life started in Africa? Is because there is laws put in place to prevent archaeologists from discovering more remains, human remains. NAGPRA, Native American Graves Reparation Act. There's literally laws and acts put into place that keeps people from finding out the truth. You know why? Is because they would have to rewrite the history books. They even had to rewrite the Bible after they met us, people. 1611, the King James Bible. They had to rewrite it. What I did. Exactly. Lied about how we came from Africa. You did come from Africa, bro. I don't listen. If you were here with us, you know what we call y'all? We say hauntji, right? Sounds like hoochie, right? Hoochie mama. Hauntji is what we say. Hauntji. That means African. Literally, it means African. That's what it means. That's the real origin of hoochie mama. I seen y'all try to say hoochie mama comes from Chattanooga. It don't even sound the same. Chattanooga to hoochie? No. Hoochie mama comes from Hontjeet mama. And that means black or African mama. We say Hontjeet for our black relatives. And I got a video of it talking about the origin of hoochie mama. Hontjeet. That's how we say African. Look, this is a 7-year-old. 7-year-old had fucking grills, yo, or emeralds in his fucking teeth. Is that jade? I don't know. If Jade. If DNA doesn't lie, why are Africans trending like black Americans are? Because you guys are whitewashed. You guys are the whitewashed version of an African. They're the pure version of you. Africans are the pure version of you guys. You guys are a little watered down. You love black jade. I think those obsidian looks cool too. And you know what? I connected the Mayans and Aztecs to the Polynesians with the Olmecs too. So with their weaponry. So people down south, hey, we got a donation. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that, Amy. So thank you. Everybody spam W's in the chat. Yo.
Yeah, you dropped me last time, but so I have a question. Can you prove that there weren't already black people here? Because there's black indigenous people in Asia, Australia. So what makes you think they weren't already here? 'Cause
Asia.
There's
That
literally
was AI,
documents to
lady.
prove it. It's not AI, bro.
You
Look
guys
it up.
are
Do some
gullible,
research. Read
yo.
a
I
fucking
think you guys
book.
are gullible.
We're gullible. No, we're educated, and you're not. All you do
No.
is talk. You only know about your culture. You guys were here, but we were here too.
You weren't. They don't find your bones outside the 13 colonies past 1650.
No, that's a lie.
It's not a lie. It's literally based in fact and science.
Well, what are your sources?
Just look it up. Look up the Jamestown skeletons. Those are the oldest African or Negroid bones found in America. And they date to 1650. It says 1700 to 1650, but we'll give you the 1650, all right? Yo, thank you, TJ. Appreciate you. Guys, donate to the Cash App if you guys can. Yo, hey, Bron, or whatever. You got to stay on the app. We can't hear you. Bronny. You got to come to the app. We can't hear you. All right, whatever. She dropped. Yeah, the oldest Negroid or African bones, black bones, is the Jamestown skeletons. They date in between 1650 and 1700s. The oldest known recording of Africans ever coming here recording, right, was Estebanico in like 1516. Came with some sailors, right? And then the oldest story of hearsay, no scientific evidence, no artifacts, no DNA, nothing to back it up, just straight up hearsay, straight up lore, is in the 1300s. A Malian prince named Abu Bakr came to Brazil with 20 to 200 ships or something like that. No scientific evidence, no DNA, no artifacts, nothing to back it up. It's not even recorded. It's literally just hearsay, a story. But the oldest recording of anybody black ever coming to the Americas was 1516 Estebanico. And then the oldest bones, Negroid or African bones, ever found in the Americas was 1650, the Jamestown skeletons. Lucia was not black. She was Amerindian. So was Kennewick man, right? All these bones, even in the mounds, right? They're protected. They can trace them to families that are still alive living today on reservation. Like Kennewick man, they traced it to a family on a Blackfeet reservation. Straight up. They are like, this is your ancestor, and they did it by DNA. They're able to tell by mouth swab, spit test, whatever. And there's literally, that's why we know you guys aren't from here, is because what I did. Because you got guys' bones aren't even found here. We don't even have stories. There's literal stories of the first time an Indian saw one of y'all. They went up to y'all and tried to rub your skin off and felt your hair. They thought it was buffalo hair or something. They thought you were wearing a fur on your head. They called the white men dog-faced men too because they were hairy like a dog. Yo, bro, you just came on here on another account. You can't come up, bro. Somebody else sent a request. Freedmen are pretendians, yo. I want to walk towards the McKinley Mall that way. Go to that one down there. They also claim Blackfeet. Yo, I made a video on discussing how to identify and how to tell if someone's a pretendian. Talking about the Blackfeet. The custom foe has me dead. Yo, I guess he went and made a he's gonna have a live about me tonight. Manny. Nobody go to it. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of whack though. Whatever. It just makes everybody look bad because it looks like we have no unity on our side when people do that. That's all I want is all our relatives. We need to strengthen our what happened with Manny, I don't know. He didn't like how I dropped him earlier, and he said that I said Mexico got colonized. He doesn't know the difference between conquered and colonized, I guess. I never said they were conquered. I said they were colonized. We were colonized too. Conquered, we were never conquered though. You're white like us Scottish chiefs. I'm not white though. The reason why I'm light is because I'm from the Northeast. I look like how I'm supposed to look. I'm not going to be as dark as a Mexican. My people aren't. We're never down there like that. I mean, at one point we were during the Ice Age, but my people were right here. You have white in your bloodline. I have white, black, and native in my bloodline, but my native genes are the dominant genes. More dominant than the black and the white. Technically, someone like me would be called a Melungeon, someone that's native black and white. I don't claim to be black or white. I never have. I never even knew I had that till I took a DNA test. I took a DNA test to see if I had Asian, and I didn't have no Asian. I took Ancestry.com. I didn't have no Asian. I didn't have no East Asian, no Siberian, none of that, or Mongolian. So I debunked the Bering Strait theory with that. Creator wanted me to be native. If he wanted me to be white or black, he would make me white or black. I didn't ask to be native. I just got lucky. I was blessed. Being born native is a blessing. Straight up. Being born native is a blessing. One of the biggest blessings out there. Because you're born with superpowers. Straight up. You are born with superpowers. You're born as a natural. You're a natural born leader. You're connected to the earth more than everybody. Your frequency and your vibration is going to be higher. You have a superpower. You have intuition. Yes. Our superpower is they can't get rid of us. Like, they can't. Our DNA is dominant. Our genetic makeup is more dominant than and unique than everybody's on the planet. Right? We got a lot of different archaic ancestry that they don't know who, what, when, where, and why, and how. But we do. That's the sky people or the star people. All their stories that they tell on the other side of the world were once our stories, because every story in the Bible, Quran, and Torah, we have our own version of those same stories. The original man is the red man. Adam in the Bible, they said they made Adam as the first human. I don't know what Y-DNA is, dude. I would have answered you, but I don't know what Y-DNA is. Adam is the first human, right? They made him from the dust of the ground. We say that we were made from the soil, from Mother Earth, children of the earth, right? They say Adama is Hebrew for red earth or red clay. We say we were made from the clay, right? We are known as the red man. The red man, the Redskins, right? Look at the Cleveland Indians logo, right? He's red, right? I'm red. You're red. The original man was red. The black man, the white man, the yellow man, they were all red. Literally, they're all copper. Yes, red. Some of you guys, I don't think you know what copper looks like. Like, these are not copper. A lot of you guys want to do this. Want to put pennies like this on your face. Oh, look, I'm 1970s copper. That's what they're talking about when they say copper. Raw copper, pure copper, not fucking old, tarnished, rusty 1970s copper. That's why red dirt is sacred. Listen, the way I was taught is they made us from clay and they set us out in the sun. Some got burned and some were undercooked. That's why they spent extra time with us and perfected us. They perfected us, yo. And what I take from that story is some were burned and some were undercooked, is they used to look like us. Legally, you're incorrect, though. I don't know what you mean legally, bro. Black people and white people used to be red, copper toned. Black people darkened up and white people lightened up. And if you look at it, in both their history, they say black people got darker over time and white people got lighter over time. The original man is black. No, the original man didn't come out burned. I'm sorry. You guys are burned. Literally, you guys are burned. The original man didn't come out burned. I'm sorry. Why would the original man be burned, yo? We're not burned, you're undercooked. No, white people are undercooked. Listen, why would the original humans come out burned? Why? Why would the original humans come out burned? That makes sense to you? I've improved it. Black people used to be white. Hold on. Look. It is believed that the early humans had lighter skin. It is believed that the early humans had lighter skin. Not white skin, lighter than what a modern African is. To be Indians isn't a racial classification, it's a political entity. Yeah, we're Ungwe. That's who we are. Original people. You are darker when you're closer to the equator to adapt with the climate. Exactly. The first humans didn't come out black. Thinking that white people, yellow people, and red people started out as black is foolish to me. That's very fucking foolish. You think white people were black and with curly hair and then they turned white? Wouldn't that mean that if white people were once black, wouldn't that mean the black DNA is recessive because it died out in them? Same with yellow people and red people. If the whole world was black and then it died out in everybody else, that would mean it's recessive. Literally, that would mean that it's recessive. If everybody was once black, now they're a different color. Yeah, it would mean they're that it's recessive. That's all that means. And that don't even make sense. That though everybody was once fucking black. That makes zero sense.
Shit, what up, bro? So I don't have an issue. I'm just curious. I'm more inquisitive than anything. I'm curious. So what makes tribal freedmen descendants pretenders? That's my question for you.
Because they claim that they're Indians.
Isn't Indian a political entity, not a racial
They claim
entity?
they're indigenous.
Isn't Indian a political entity, not a racial entity,
No,
right?
I'm not playing semantics. They're
It's
claiming
not
they're
semantics. It's
claiming
law.
they're
It's law. We're
law.
talking law. Anyone could be a political entity, being under Indian, right? Black, red, white,
So
brown,
you don't
purple.
think freedmen are pretendians? You don't think they're pretendians?
They fought in the Indian Home Guards for over 200 years with the Seneca Cayuga.
You don't think freedmen are pretendians or their descendants, bro?
Tribal freedmen descendants, their ancestors fought in the Indian Home
That
Guards.
doesn't make them indigenous, bro.
They've been with us. They
White people
fought with
fought
us.
with us
Blood,
too,
sweat, and
bro.
tears. So what about Mary Jefferson? That doesn't make, she's white. She's not Seneca.
Yeah, she got adopted in.
By whom? The Seneca, the Shawnee in Delaware. That's where y'all got her from.
Adopted in. What about her though?
Okay, she's white. She's not Indian.
Yeah, and you know what? She had kids with natives, and they did every single generation. So what are you trying to say?
What about these tribal freedmen descendants? Same thing. They're adopted in.
Listen, if they mixed in with the tribe and they have the blood, then they're not freedmen. They're Indians by blood. But the vast majority of freedmen are not Indian by blood. They're adopted in, and they're online. These people that are saying they're Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Muskogee Creek, and Seminole are black people that are saying they're Indians and indigenous, and they're the Aboriginals and they're original Indians, and they're saying that they let us into the tribe.
No, I don't agree with that. Yeah, no, I don't agree with that Wabo narrative. But what I'm going to say is I do respect actual tribal freedmen descendants that are citizens of our nations, bro. Regardless if we like it or not, to be Indians is political entity.
So what are you talking about? What tribe are you from that has freedmen?
I'm Delaware Nation in the dark Oklahoma, but also my great grandfather's father's a Seminole freedman who married a Delaware woman.
Yeah, that doesn't. Freedmen are not indigenous, bro. Just because they got adopted in doesn't mean that they're that. Unless they mix in.
I don't see. I'm never saying no one's wrong, but what I want you to do is do research. What is a political entity, and how is being Indian a political entity? It's not a racial entity. It's not a racial classification. It doesn't matter what color you are or who you are. If you're a citizen of that nation, you're a part of that Indian entity, bro, which is a political entity.
It's not the same, bro. You're trying to use the white man law to justify.
But yeah, you're being prejudiced with people without you have no knowledge of. That's pretty sad.
No, bro. Freedmen are not Indians, bro.
According to the political standing, it is a political entity, not a racial classification.
You're trying to use white man laws to
Oklahoma
justify
Indian territory. You're
Freedmen,
not
bro.
from there, so how do you speak for them, bro?
Listen, because I can tell who our people are, bro. Freedmen. These
Well,
people,
you're not
these
my people. You're
pretendians on
not from
TikTok.
Oklahoma. So how do I know
Huh?
you're Seneca?
What?
You're not Seneca Cayuga from Oklahoma.
I'm not a Seneca Cayuga from Oklahoma. I'm from
So
the
don't
Seneca
speak
Nation
for
of
them
Indians,
because
but
the
I'm
freedmen
from
fought
the
under them in
hey,
the Indian Home
I'm from
Guards.
the original. I'm from the original tribe that the Seneca Cayuga came from. Our people never left. They're the ones that left and went and started their own shit.
Yeah,
I
what about
stayed.
those that
People
came back?
stayed, huh?
What about those that came back? Well, all I'm saying, bro, is be careful how you speak about the freedmen because you got their information all wrong when it comes to the Oklahoma tribal freedmen. And I'm saying that out of respect.
No,
Be
bro.
like, bro,
Freedmen are
you've been
pretendians,
going
bro.
way left lately. Why are you going way left lately? You're running with
Why are you
potatoes
so
like Red
worried
Rose.
about
You're
what
talking
other
bad
native
about
dudes down here
freedmen,
are
bro.
doing, bro?
Yeah, you're talking
Honestly,
bad about freedmen, bro. Why is that?
freedmen are pretendians, bro.
Tribal freedmen, bro. Tribal freedmen that are citizens of the
Freedmen are
nations.
not Indians. If I got adopted by a black family, am I black?
Political entity. Political entity. It's not a
Bro,
racial
you're trying
entity.
to
To
use
be
white
Indian
man
is a political
law.
entity, not a
Bro,
racial entity, bro.
listen,
So
you're trying to use
you're not
white man
educated
game.
there like I am, brother. You're not. I work for my tribe. I created C-Pain. Look me up. I'm all over Facebook. Jay Chisholm. Look me up. Ask your boy about me.
I don't care who
What,
the
bro,
fuck
what
you
I'm
are,
telling
bro.
you, I'm not going to keep arguing and going in circles. You don't know shit when it comes to the Freedmen. Keep them out your
Freedmen are
fucking mouth.
pretendians, bro. And you give a Freedman, he ran. You give a pretendian vibe too. Every time I seen a picture of you, it's this white dude with a blonde beard and blue eyes, bro. To be honest, every time I see you, bro. That's why I wanted you and Manny to come up and put your cameras on earlier today. Freedmen are fucking pretendians, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. These people are not Indian. And you're saying you're trying to use white man law, bro. Oh, political entity this, and you don't know the law like I know the law. I did this and I did that. Who has blue eyes? Now you might as well, bro. You might as well though. Green eyes, sorry. Or hazel or whatever. Non-indigenous eyes. My bad. And that tribe of Seneca Cayuga down in Oklahoma, I'm from the tribe that they left. They were once part of our tribe, but they left and went down there and started a new tribe. They even picked up more clans. I don't know why you're trying to defend fucking pretendians, though. That's what that dude's trying to do. He's trying to defend pretendians. And just because you use legal terminology with me doesn't make you sound smart. Legal political entity and this and no, dude, that shit. White man law fucking doesn't work over here, bro. Bro, I don't even know if it's really Manny. I think it's you're the one causing problems, bro. To be honest, you're the one worried about everybody. You're the one on everybody's dick. Manny's dick, my dick. Like, hop off, bro. If you say you do all this shit for your tribe, but you go against other natives, and then you stick up for pretendians. Freedmen are pretendians. Why the fuck do they even want to be a part of the tribe? Why? It's because of they're scammers too. They want fucking money. Freedmen are not fucking Indians or indigenous. They're not. Yeah, they've been part of the fucking tribe, but that doesn't mean they're fucking Indian. They want to marry native women for land. So, yeah, you do have some freedmen that married into the tribe. Like, they had kids with them. So, you got some people that are in the tribe as a freedman and by blood. We're not talking about those ones. We're talking about these pretendians on here that are claiming they're Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Seminole, Muskogee Creek, right? Showing us pictures of their grandmas, of their black grandmas, saying they're full-blooded. That's not a full-blooded Indians don't look like Nigerians, guys. Those are fucking freedmen. They're trying to scam and take the little we got left. And I think it's kind of questionable. And we know that fucking there are some freedmen that fought along the side of Native. Nobody's trying to take that from them. But I'm just letting people know the facts. Freedmen are not Indian, and just because they were adopted in, they're trying to switch the roles and say they took us in, and then after they took us in, we took over and kicked them out. These pretendians, these descendants of freedmen are fucking pretendians. They're trying to say that they're Indian because their grandmas were part of the tribe. No, you guys are pretendians now. Like, you guys were part of the tribe, but now you guys are saying you're indigenous? That's not how it works. You're so contradictive. Well, don't watch me, Midwest. Stop watching me. I'm just going to block you. If I'm so contradictive, please don't watch me no more, bro. I'm not looking to be your friend or be accepted by you, bro. I'm not. Don't come in here on another account either. Really. And that's for everybody that doesn't like me. If you don't like me, please don't watch me. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. All I'm doing is speaking my opinion. It's a free country, right? Freedom of speech, right? We had all that before the Constitution. That Constitution was taken from my people. We already had the right to say what we're feeling, right? Share our opinions. We already had all that shit. We already had all those laws. We already had our own ways, our literal own ways, you know? And what you're doing, bro, you're going against like traditional ways. You're on here trying to argue with the men. And you're sticking up for the enemy, really, pretendians. Saying, yeah, well, they fought with us and all that. That doesn't mean they're indigenous. Yeah, some of them are our people, but the vast majority of these people are not trying to be our friend, bro. They're trying to say we're pretendians and they let us in the tribe and we kicked them out. When really, the truth is we let them in the tribe. And then they kicked them out because why they let them in the tribe to begin with. I don't even know why they let them in the fucking tribe. Because now you got fucking people saying that their grandma's a full-blooded Cherokee when we're finding out their fucking grandma was a full-blooded freedman, a Nigerian, a African, a West African. And now we're in this huge fucking mess. We got so many black people that think they're fucking Indian because their fucking grandmas were pretendians. Straight up. Their grandmas were pretendians. They were adopted into the tribe and they got it in their fucking head that, oh, I'm in the tribe. I'm an Indian. Literally, that's what's going on, yo. That's literally what's going on. Your grandma was adopted in and she got it in her fucking head that she's a fucking Indian. And she told her whole family, oh, I'm an Indian. You got Indian in you. I'm full-blooded. I'm part of the tribe. And now you got all these fucking black people that think they're indigenous and fucking Indians because of the fucking freedmen. These are your pretendians, the freedmen. Ask any of these fucking people what tribe they're from. They're going to claim Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, Seminole. They adopted Africans in. Yo, those are your pretendians, people. Like, wake the fuck up. Really. We're all Americans. No. White people are Europeans. Black people are Africans. Native Americans are the Americans. Mexicans are the Americans. Canadian natives are the Americans. What happened to That's Wrong? What happened to her? Michelle? What happened to her? She shut that door. No, that's why we have a pretending issue. Is because fucking the freedmen. I'll do another video on that. That other video I did isn't getting traction like I wanted. What about the white pretendings? We're not worried about them because they're not calling us fake. They're not calling us fucking names. They're not harassing us or obsessed with us like the black pretendings. They're calling us fake. They're trying to take our shit from us. White pretendings are trying to be our allies. Black pretendings are trying to replace us and erase us. The freedmen are 100% indigenous to Africa. To Africa. All right, yo. W's in the chat. We're gonna take a break. All right. I'm gonna do some more videos. We're gonna do a Freedmen's Are Pretendians video again. Just so, and I want one of those videos to go viral because I don't think people are really seeing what's going on, and I think we found the main root of it. It's because 10,000 African slaves were adopted into the 5 civilized tribes, and because they were adopted in, they put it in their head that they're part of the tribe, they're Indian, they're indigenous. Now we're dealing with a whole flood of generation of people that think they're fucking Indians. Yo, really? These people are the root of the fucking pretendians. I found it out after 2 years. Couldn't figure it out. Is it because they hate themselves? No, it's because the Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, and Seminoles adopted 10,000 African slaves into the tribe. You know how many people come from 10,000 people? Millions. So that's why you got millions of pretendians. Hey, I love y'all. Thank y'all for the W's. We're gonna talk to y'all later, all right? Until we meet again.